My husband is having an affair and I pretend not to know. I'll start by saying this. My husband is a great husband. He's kind. He's a wonderful father. He does more than his fair share of the housework. He makes good money and treats me well. We have a great lifestyle. We've been married for 15 years with ups and downs, but my friends constantly tell me how lucky I am to have him. A couple of months ago, I borrowed his phone and saw some texts. There were some explicit messages, mostly just random conversations with another woman. They talked about times they've met up, so it's a physical affair, not just an emotional one. They say I love you to each other. He talks about parenting stuff, like apologizing for being quiet because he was busy taking care of our son, and more specific stuff about parenting troubles. He's mentioned me, so she knows I exist. But I didn't see him mention me much. I found her on Instagram. She's young, pretty, successful. We're in our 40s and she looks like she can't be older than 30. I was shocked when I found out. But the more I've thought about it, I've decided to say nothing. If I confront him, then our lives will completely change. Our son's life will change. I don't know how he'd react. If he'd deny it or leave me and run off with her. I mean, he told her he loves her. We have such a nice, stable home life, and I don't want to lose that. It hurts when I see him texting on his phone, or when he's late home from work, or when he makes an excuse to disappear for a night. But does it hurt more than losing this life we have would? I don't want my son to grow up spending his time between two households. I don't want to be single and have to find someone new. Maybe I'll change my mind later, but for now, I'll keep saying nothing. By the way, my husband has had a vasectomy for all of those worried about her getting pregnant. There's also a few questions a lot of you have asked. I have been STD tested. I got a test after I first found out. Nothing came up. I work part-time, but my husband makes far more than me. We keep our finances fairly separate. He pays the majority of the bills. We do not live in America. I am not an expert on divorce law in our country. I do not know what I would be entitled to in a divorce. Yes, I know I should look into it. I have saved a small amount of evidence, just some pictures on his phone. Our son is 9. No, I don't want our son to grow up thinking this is normal. But I also don't want him to grow up without having both of his parents fully present in his life. I am scared of the possibility my husband will come home one day and ask for a divorce.